Hi guys, welcome back to Geeks Wargaming and welcome to our latest bolt action battle report. We are back in the theatre of World War II, we are back in Normandy, and Robin is back on the channel as well. So this is your first ever battle report.
First ever battle report, yeah.
On bolt action. So we have had a game off camera.
Yep.
And what did you think? Give us just a quick overview of the quick little game that we had. So learn the mechanics and how it played.
It's good.
It's good. Fantastic. That's perfect. So we're back now filming our bolt action battle report. Robin is taking the Germans.
I am.
Well done. Any particular reason why you're taking the Germans?
Look at that face. That's a German looking face.
It is a German looking face. And I'm going to take the Americans. Now, in the other two games, I think I've taken the Americans as well. So we're using the Band of Brothers box sets, miniatures that you get, but we have added to the forces. So we're now running a tank each as well, so something else to deal with, a bit more heavy armour, a bit more nasty guns as well for the infantry to deal with. So looking forward to it. You've painted these up, haven't you?
I have, yes.
They look really, really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you a compliment once in a year. Yeah, and they do actually look really, really good.
Yeah, they look good on the table.
They do look good on the table. So mission-wise, we're doing kind of an in-house kind of mission. So we have 3 buildings across a crossroad network and vital route as the Allied advances up, so they need to take the buildings because that will control the crossroads, and the Germans are stop them. And the Germans are there to stop them. So shall we go and take a look at the forces? So the German forces for today are being led by an officer. He's joined by an assistant that has a machine gun. And then the first squad of German Grenadiers, we have an NCO with a submachine gun. We have 2 guys with rifles, and then we also have an MG42 light machine gun and a reloader. And then the second squad, we have an NCO with a rifle. We have a Panzerfaust. We have 2 guys carrying the Kar 98K rifles, and then 1 more guy with a standard rifle. We also have the Hanomag transport vehicle. This has the Pak 36 anti-tank gun at the front and a machine gun at the back for covering fire, and they're being joined by a Panzer tank, just giving it some nice covering fire for the troops as they advance across the village. And that is the German forces for today. This is the American force for today, being led by a second lieutenant with 2 attendants. One has a normal rifle. Well, they both have normal rifles, but obviously the one guy has been posed with a machete. Into the troops we have the first squad of the US Airborne. 3 men in here have submachine guns. 1 has a Browning automatic rifle. 5 of them are carrying normal rifles, and the NCO is the blonde-haired Mohawk with the guy with the normal rifle. Into the second squad of US Airborne. In here it's exactly the same loadout, and the NCO in this one is the brown-haired Mohican guy, just to make it a little bit easier to spot. We also have 2 US troops up here that are using a Browning 30 cal, and we also have a 3rd man which will complete the machine gun team as a spotter. And then finally, to counter the attack and the threat of the Panzer, we have a Sherman 75 tank, just to hopefully see off the threat of the Germans in the village. And that is the American force for today. This is the battlefield for today. There is the vital crossroads, and then we have the 3 buildings strategically important for the Allies. Into deployment then, so we have the German Panzer just sitting, got a nice bit of cover, just covering across the road network. He's joined by a Hanomag as well, and your lieutenant is in there. And then we have the 2 squads of German Grenadiers looking probably getting up and over the wall into the first of the farmhouses, and then the second squad maybe up and over into the next farmhouse. For the Americans over this side, who have to come and take this ground, we have a Sherman tank. I've deployed him on the opposite side to the Panzer because It's a Panzer.
He's scared.
And then we have the 2 squads of US Airborne. So we have the first squad just hunkered down behind the trees here. Farmhouse is located on the other side of this little forest, so they'll be able to run round there. We have the American lieutenant and his 2 groupies, his 2 assistants. So up into this farmhouse, maybe into this one as well. And then finally, we have the other squad of US Airborne with the other building in sight. But then we also have the machine gun tucked away inside of this forest, looking at laying fire down to any Germans brave enough to try and get up and over into these buildings and across the crossroads. What we're going to do now is we're going to roll a d6 and we're going to see who gets the highest, and that'll be the first person to pick a dice out of the bag. So Robin rolls a 3. I roll a 2. So it's Robin's first pick. So then, Robin, pick a dice. Any dice. You've picked a
one of mine.
German, so it is a German unit to go first. So the first unit that Robin has activated is the first of his German Grenadiers, which are now inside this building. He's put an advance on them. So he's going to shoot. He's declared his target as basically my command squad that are up here.
Yep.
So which weapon are you firing first, Rob?
I'm going to shoot the LMG because it's not at long range, so I'll be hitting on 6s because they've moved to -1, and then 2 because of the cover, -2 because they're in the cover.
And this is normally 4 shots, but you get an extra shot because you're German.
Because I'm German, yeah. Okay, so it's no hits.
Nope.
Okay.
And then you've got normal rifles in this squad as well, haven't you?
Two normal rifles. So yeah, they're going to shoot. But
now these are
technically on 7s.
So 6s always hit.
6s followed by 6s, basically. Yep.
Oh, he gets 1 6. He needs to repeat that process.
No.
No. So there are no hits from your first squad.
But you get a pin marker.
But I do get my pin marker. What we're going to do is we're going to put a pin marker down every time that we take a pin. So rather than spinning this around the numbers, which you guys on camera can't see, we'll put the amount of pin markers down. So you could get quite a lot of pin markers around a squad, but that makes it easier for you guys to see on the battle report. So obviously it's now my turn to pick. I'm looking away. Obviously I'm looking away. I've just managed to pull a German dice out. So there you go, Robin. Over to you. So the next unit that Robin has activated is the Hanomag, and he is advanced.
Yep.
So you advanced up 9.
Yep.
And then he's going to shoot the light anti-tank weapon at my machine gun squad that are hiding away in the corner of the wood down there. So there's 3 dice then, Robin. Yep. But you've moved, which is -1.
So hitting on 4s.
But then I'm also -1 because I'm in light cover.
Hitting on
5s. Oh, he goes and rolls 2 5s. 4 ups to wound me.
I'll take it.
Oh, roll that one again for me. No. So you
get to choose.
I get to choose the 2 guys that die. It is now Robin's turn to pick. Pick me a dice, sir. Pick me a dice. Yes. It's the Americans' turn. So I've decided to activate the Sherman on my left flank. Very not concerned, but I'm obviously got some German Grenadiers, and I'm shooting the guys that are hiding out behind the wall. So I'm going to fire my MMG first, my machine gun. So 5 shots, hitting on 3s, but -2 because they're in hard cover. So 5s. 1 hit, 4s to wound you. It's a dead guy. We have 1 dead, and you take a pin marker. And then I'm also going to shoot, obviously, the large blast weapon, or the cannon, at him as well. So because the Sherman is equipped with a medium anti-tank weapon, 2 guys fall underneath the template. It is the inner circle on it. So hitting on 5s gets a hit. 3s or 4s, but no, it's a 1. Either way, it doesn't do anything. But you take a pin marker. Excellent. So it's my turn to pick then. Come on, Robin, shake that thing. It's an American dice. Americans go again. So I've decided to activate my lieutenant down here, and I've issued a run command. I'm going to try and get them into the first of the farmhouses there, but obviously I need to pass a morale first, so I've got 1 pin marker. So 9 should become an 8, 6. So that passes, that pin then disappears, and they get to move their full 12 inches. Robin's pick now. Pick me a nice green dice, please, sir. Nice green dice.
Unlucky.
That appears to be German. So Robin has now activated the unit that I shot at with the Sherman, so obviously he has to pass a morale check. It's 1 pin marker. That's been passed. He's also put an advance on them as well, so he's going to move them forward. Where are you going to take them, Robin?
I'm going to take them here. I'm going to try and shoot my Panzerfaust at the
Oh, you're going to try and shoot
Sherman,
Panzerfaust at
he's
the
in
Sherman.
range, and then the rest of the guys are going to shoot the squad next to it.
Okay, so let's let Robin move his stuff. Robin has checked with the Panzerfaust. He's out of range, but obviously being a Panzerfaust, he can do as like a split fire shot. So the rest of the squad are shooting the Airborne just behind the hill there. So there's an assault rifle and 2 normal rifles.
There's 2 assault rifles and 1 normal rifle.
So close.
So I'm hitting you on 4s, I guess, because they're in soft cover.
Yes.
So 3 hits.
Not bad. 4s to wound me.
4s.
Oh, it's a wound.
Now with that one, I get to roll it again. If I roll a 6, then I can pick who is removed as a casualty rather than Richard. So there's a casualty anyway.
So you get to pick no matter what now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. I get to pick if I roll a 6.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
I did wonder. Which
But
you don't.
so
I get
you
to pick.
choose.
So we're on to me now to pick a dice. What am I going to go for? It's an American dice. I have moved the Airborne up into the tree line just here. I'm going to shoot down at the German Grenadiers down here. So I'm going to fire the SMGs first. Now, Americans don't suffer -1 to hit for movement with a carbine or a BAR or the assault rifle. So these are not assault rifles, these are SMGs, so I still get a -1. They're in hard cover and I've moved. So technically, I need a 7. So 6s followed by 6s. I get 2 6s. I just need 2 more. No, so they've missed. So over to the rest. I'm going to shoot the assault rifle next to the BAR. So no minus for movement, so it's 6s that I need now to hit. Get a 6. It's a wound. It is 1 dead German Grenadier. So there's 5 normal rifles in here. 5s to hit. Gets 2 hits. 4s to wound you. Oh, just the 1 wound though, Robin. That's another guy from that squad gone. Over to Robin for the pick. He draws a German dice. So Robin has now activated the Panzer. And the Panzer is going to shoot the American Airborne just on the edge of that wood line there. Seems a little bit nasty. So Robin has decided to shoot with the machine gun first from the Panzer.
Yep.
5 shots.
+1 because of its German.
Yeah, so 6 shots, but hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 5s, yeah, that's because of the range and the soft cover.
Yeah, long range and soft cover. So
yeah, that's not a bad round of
that's
hits.
not a bad round at all.
And then 4s to wound because regulars. So that is 3 wounds, but one of them
Is a
I
6.
can choose on a 6.
No, I get to pick.
4 dead. 3 dead.
3 dead. So with the blast marker in place, Robin can get 4 guys.
Yep. So again, hitting on 5s, which I hit not.
Woohoo! To me to pick now then. What dice am I going to pick out? American. So I've decided to activate the squad that Robin has just shot at, and I've put a run command on them. So I'm going to put them in that other objective building there because that's hard cover. So shots from the Panzer and the Hanomag hopefully won't do as much damage. But I need to pass the morale first.
-2 because Tiger Fear.
Now Tiger Fear, yes. So -2. So
Failed.
that's a fail. So they literally do nothing. Excellent. So that was a bit of a pointless turn for the Americans. So over to Robin to
I thought it was
pick
great.
again. What does Robin pick out dice wise? An American. So the only unit left for me to activate now is my machine gun inside of the woods. So we need to do that again. Morale -1 because of the pin and another -1 because of the Panzer. Passes it, so the pin disappears. So now what I'm going to shoot at. Been a little bit torn here with what to do. So there's the squad inside the building, or there's the Hanomag. And I have declared with Robin that I'll shoot the guys inside the building. I was really torn, didn't know what to do, whether to put a pin marker down on the Hanomag or shoot the guys inside the building. I've gone with the guys who are holding that objective. So 5 dice, but I am going to be hitting on 6s because it is over long distance. No hits whatsoever. So that is the end of the first turn. There's only 1 more grey dice to take out, which is the guy inside the truck, and Robin is keeping him in there. So we've just basically now ended turn 1. So slow from the Americans, just starting to burst through the tree line here. Puts quite a lot of shots down onto those Grenadiers. The Sherman tank staying still as well. Fully aware there is a Panzer on this battlefield and doesn't really want to tangle with that, and I don't blame him. The other Airborne squad just hunkered down a little bit. They're going to have to get up into that building. So currently we're holding an objective each. My lieutenant is holding that farmhouse there, and the Grenadiers are holding the other farmhouse as we head into turn 2. So at the start of the new battle round, Robin's turn to pick a dice out of the bag. He picks an American dice. Thank you very much, sir. So I have decided to activate the machine gun that is in the tree line. And I've decided to shoot the Hanomag. I'm just trying to get a pin marker on it. Realistically, I want it to be slightly more difficult for Robin to do anything with when he does activate it. So, hitting on 3s, it's not over half distance. You're not in any kind of cover. Just hitting on 3s. They've all hit. Now obviously I can't hurt the Hanomag, so I've done what I wanted to do and I've got a pin on it. So it is my turn to pick a dice next, and I'm going to pick a green dice. So I've decided to activate my Sherman tank. Let's get him into the game. I've moved up through the hedgerows and I've turned slightly. I'm going to shoot the Hanomag, so I'm going to be hitting on 5s though, because I've moved -1 and he is in soft cover, so -1 for that. So no, not with a 2. That's a shame, but he does take another pin marker. Robin's turn to pick now then. German. So Robin has activated the Grenadier squad that's slightly seen quite a few casualties. Quite a few. But however, he needs to do a morale, see if he can get his orders off.
He does.
He does indeed. So he's going to be targeting the Sherman. So once again, Robin has decided to split fire. Obviously, the Panzerfaust is going to shoot the Sherman. I couldn't even see them then. They're that well camouflaged. There they are. And the other guy is going to shoot a US Airborne in the tree line. So what are we doing first?
Let's go with the NCO shooting at the Airborne.
Okay.
So he's hitting on 4s. So that is a hit.
1 hit.
And 4s to wound, no bueno.
Now, the Panzerfaust is shooting at point blank range, so it is +1. So you have moved.
You have to move, so it's a 3.
So it's a 3, yeah.
It's a hit.
That's definitely a hit.
Ooh.
So the penetration is 6, but side armour, so +1, so 7, and my armour is 9.
So I'm a 2+.
2+. That was bouncing around on a 1 there.
Bouncing around on a 1.
Bet you were slightly worried then, but it has penetrated my tank. So as Robin has beaten the armour by 6, we are at the massive damage. So Robin, would you like to roll me 1 dice?
I will.
Which is a 6, so that is knocked out. The tank is destroyed, but would you like to do another one anyway?
Yeah, let's knock it out twice.
And a 3. So that's on fire. So it's knocked out and it's on fire.
Check.
Brilliant. Back over to me then to pick a dice out. Oh, it's a German. There you go, sir. So Robin has activated the squad inside of the farmhouse, who's going to be shooting down at the American lieutenant who's holding on to the other farmhouse. Lieutenant Dan. We've called him Lieutenant Dan. Don't know why, we just have
8 or below. Oh, look at that.
Snake Eyes, Insane Bravery, but not needed because you only got 1 pin marker on there.
I'm not sure it's called Insane Bravery.
No, it's something else. We're going to call it Insane Bravery because it's awesome.
So we're going to pump loads of shots into that, so let's get some dice.
So the first gun to shoot will be the light machine gun.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s.
5s, yeah. So again, +1 dice because Germans. So that is 2 hits.
Nice.
4s to wound, no wounds.
Nice, happy with that.
We're going with the SMG.
Yep. So the guys inside the farmhouse now are going to continue to shoot across at the Americans in the other farmhouse. SMGs, isn't it, Robin?
Yeah, SMG on the NCO is going to shoot into that squad. Because of the range, it'll be hitting on 6s.
Snake Eyes.
Shoots himself. And then the 2 rifles, which just hitting on 5s. Oh, that's 1 hit though.
Nicely done, sir.
Can I actually wound somebody? Yes, I can.
You can, well done. Robin's turn to pick again. Pick me a green dice, please, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I've decided to activate the squad inside the tree line. I'm going to advance them first before shooting. So I need to pass them around first. That's done. That pin disappears. Let's move them forward. So the airborne that have just moved out of the tree line, I'm going to shoot these 2 remaining Germans down here. We're going to fire the SMGs first. So I have moved, so -1, but I'm within 6 inches, so +1. But you're behind soft cover, so -1. So 4s. After all of that, 2, 3 miss, exactly 50-50. 4s. Ha! Just the 1 wound off my SMG, sir. So 1 dead German. So the assault rifle is now going to shoot the same target. No -1 because of moving, because I'm American and it's an assault rifle, but -1 because they're behind soft cover. So 4s to hit. 1 hit, 1 miss. No wounds. It's going to be over to the rifles. So the rifles, helpful. Not helpful.
Woo.
Somehow.
That guy's a hero.
Somehow he survives. Back over to me to pick now then. It's a German dice. There you go, Robin. What are you going to do? So Robin has activated his lieutenant that was inside the Hanomag.
Yeah, so they've come out, they've advanced, they're going to shoot the machine gun. Obviously the SMG is going to be out of range.
So the lieutenant's assistant with his assault rifle is shooting at the machine gun, but he's going to need 6s to hit me.
Yeah, because of the
long range, in soft cover.
And moving.
No 6s. So Robin is going to do the snap to action.
Yeah, I'm going to advance with
the Hanomag.
So it's +1 to my morale because of the lieutenant.
Yep.
But obviously -2, so it's technically -1. So I pass on a 7.
So you lose a token.
Yeah.
And now you're going to advance.
Yeah.
So Robin has advanced the Hanomag and is going to shoot at
your command squad.
Yeah, my command squad. My lieutenant that is inside that farm building.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, poor boy. So hit me on 5s though.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes and gets 2
each.
2 hits. Wound me on 4s.
Boom.
1 wound. It's a 6 as well. So now, Robin, you need to roll a 6 to see if it's you pick or I pick with that one.
You pick.
I pick. Excellent. Back over to me then to try and pick out a dice. It's an American dice. Excellent. So I have activated the 2nd US Airborne Squad and I put a run order on them, but obviously there is a pin there. So
fail.
It is a fail. So that goes to
Twice they failed.
That goes to down and nothing else happens. Robin's turn to pick. There is 1 dice left for the Americans and 1 dice left for the Germans. It is, damn it,
German.
So Robin has activated the Panzer, the last of his units that had anything to do. So he's moved him forward and he's going to.
I'm going to use the big cannon first of all, so I can get 4 under the blast marker.
So he's shooting the US Airborne at the back that have already been slightly pinned down. So
yeah, so I've moved, so -1 to hit, and then they're in soft cover, so 5s.
Oh, 3 hits. This could be painful. 4s.
That's 1.
There's
dead.
Definitely 1 slightly cocked there. I'll let you re-roll that.
2 dead.
Oh damn it! Roll me that. Roll me
And
that.
also, let's see if we'll get a 6. Oh!
Robin gets to pick 2 casualties. Robin picks 1. As Robin got to pick the casualty, he's picked the NCO. Surprisingly enough, so that squad now has a -1 permanently to their leadership. There is only 1 dice to come out of the bag, and it is an American. So I've decided to rally Lieutenant Dan. So leadership ignoring the 2 markers, which I have passed, and it is D6 +1 marker removed. Excellent, he's out and free of markers. Another painful turn for the Americans. Lots of punishing fire coming down, losing the NCO from that airborne squad. Not helpful. Lieutenant Dan all out on his own, but that does make him a small target now, so that's a -1. He is going to be a hero. That group of airborne that are in the middle of the road, that's okay, I'm alright with that. This really annoying little German dude down here that survived every shot that I shot into that unit and he's still alive. That's frustrating. But we head over to turn 3. So at the start of turn 3, it is Robin's turn to pick a dice. Here we go. to German. So Robin has activated the second of the Grenadier squads that's inside the farmhouse, shooting at the Airborne that are currently making their way across the open ground.
So the NCO is going to shoot first. He is at max range, so they're out in the open.
They are. I've
so
decided not to go
fours.
to ground as well.
Okay, so it's 4s to hit. 1 hit and 4 to wound, so 1 wounded.
1 dies, and they get a pin marker.
Yeah, and then we've got the machine gun.
Oh joy.
And this will be hitting on 3s.
Oh wow, that's a good hit. That's lots of sprayed fire. Go on.
4s. So just a 1 wound, but
You get to pick or I get to pick.
potentially
That's
cocked.
brilliant roll.
Yes, I get to pick.
Oh, great.
You can take your NCO off.
I thought that might be the case,
So that's 2 guys dead out of there.
including the NCO.
Yeah, and then 2 rifles.
Yep.
These will be hitting on 4s. So
Excellent.
2 misses. So 2 dead, 1 is your NCO.
My turn to pick them. It is a American dice. Airborne, I've decided to activate them. So, the NCO's gone, automatically -1.
Yeah.
I've got a pin marker, -1. And they can see the Panzer, so -1. So I need to roll.
Under 6.
Yes! He goes and does it. So let's advance them and then let's do some shooting. So the US Airborne now have made it behind the wall. They've got a nice bit of cover, and we're going to shoot this annoying little German down here that has been alive for a little while. So machine guns first. -1. Are you going down, are you? Giggity. So Robin has decided to go down to ground. SMGs hitting on 4s. So I've moved, which they do not ignore the -1, so that becomes 4. But it's a small unit, so that's -1.
Yeah.
No, yes, -1. But I'm within 6 inches, so that's +1.
Okay.
Are you keeping account of this? Because I'm really
That's
confused.
4.
4s and then that.
Let's do
So,
this off camera.
so 5s. For the SMGs, it is a 6 to hit. Movement, cover, Robin going down, which is -2. Small unit, but I'm close enough to be at short range. So 6s. There are no 6s in there. That's irritating. The BAR, however, is alive, so assault weapon. So it is 5s. Nothing. And then we've got 3 rifles left. 3 rifles left. 5s. 2 hits. 4s.
Yes!
Nice hero!
Still alive.
There's a 1 critical.
How is this German still going? So over to Robin. Not much dice left in there now. What colours are you going to pick out? It is a grey dice. So Robin has activated his lieutenant, who has moved up on the advance, and he's now there.
Just going to shoot the SMG.
He is going to shoot the SMG. So
Or the
two
MG, sorry.
2 dice.
So the assault rifle is going to shoot the machine gun squad. That's what we were saying. So it's going to be 5s to hit.
No hits.
It does take a
Yep, I do take a pin.
Should have taken a pin for last turn.
And then, are you doing your
Yeah.
order thingy jobby
I'll
again?
do my order on this.
So you're putting it on the Panzer, and you're going to give it an issue in order of fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you going to fire?
I am going to shoot the big squad at the back with my machine gun.
The US Airbornes that
No,
are...
actually, I'm going to shoot.
Oh, he's changed his mind. He's going to go for the machine guns, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to machine gun them.
Machine gun squad. Okay.
Clear them out.
Okie dokies. So, what's shooting first? A machine gun?
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't moved,
No.
but I am in soft cover, so 4s.
4s.
50-50. Look at them 6s. Look at them 6s rolled. Nice.
4s. Oh dear, he's dead.
Oh dear, he's very dead. And there's only
I
one.
choose him.
Yeah, there's only one guy alive. Not much left for the Americans, but we've still got dice in the bag. So let's see what we get. It's an American. Now where do I go?
Lieutenant Dan.
The US Airborne at the back of the battlefield. I've decided to rally. Now -1 because the NCO's gone, so their lead sheet's now 8. Oh, I thought they'd failed again. D6 plus 1 pin removal. There we go. The pins are gone. That's good. Robin's picked now. Where are you going, Rob? Where are you going? It's
me.
A German dice. So Robin has activated the Hanomag,
Yep.
but leadership needed. Roll.
Oh, I failed.
Excellent. Whoop whoop. Happy days. I have issued an advance on Lieutenant Dan. I've decided to jump him out of the farmhouse that is the objective, over the wall, and put a shot down into the Grenadiers that are there, because these guys are coming up and there'll be support. 5s. No hit, no wound, no nothing. And that is the end of this turn. It's looking tough for the Americans with the Sherman gone. However, the Americans, US Airborne on this side of the battlefield anyway, are making their advance up and making their presence felt a little bit, putting damaging fire down. We've still got the Panzer to worry about, and I do have the US Airborne at the back of the battlefield that so far have done not a lot. Can the Americans turn the tide of this? Can they get their mission objectives? Robin's pick. He's picked out a German dice. Damn it. Robin has activated the lone German Grenadier all on his own. So here we go. He's got to pass morale.
Oh no, he's foobarred.
He's foobarred. He has foobarred. Let's consult that table. Go on then, roll me a dice. Oh, can you roll one that's not cocked, please? 5. That doesn't sound good. So the lone guy has panicked. He's ran. He's really close to the edge of the battlefield now. He's kind of out of the way of me now, which is nice. I like that. So over to me. My turn to pick. It's a green dice. I like this. So I've taken the US Airborne up over the wall now, up alongside Lieutenant Dan, and we're going to shoot the guys holding on to the objective. So it's 5s to hit with the SMGs. I get 2 hits. 4s to wound you. 2 wounds. One of them is a 6. Oh, he goes and rolls another 6. I get to pick the casualty. I decided to take out the machine gun guy, and then Robin has killed the loader. So now it is the carbine and the rifles. I'm just going to shoot all these at the same time. So I'm not -1 for movement, but -2 because you're in hard cover. So 5s. Oh, 2 hits. 4s. 2 wounds, and one of them is a 6. I don't get to pick. Robin, 2 casualties from your squad. Who are you going to go with? Just him and him. So there is 1 guy left alive who is your NCO, and you take another pin as well. Robin's pick now then. What's he going to go with? An American dice. Dang it. He's not happy. US Airborne, they've done nothing all battle, have now moved up, heading up towards the other objective. Now, I can't see Robin's HQ choice because the building's in the way. So that is slightly irritating. So the rifle, however, can shoot the Hanomag. So not ignoring the -1. So basically 3s to hit you. It's a hit. Now I can't really do any damage to you, but it is a pin marker.
It's on the side armour.
It is on the side armour though, isn't it? 6s will do some damage. Yeah. So it's an extra pin though, which is good. Good news for me. My turn to pick then. So what have we got in the dice bag? Damn it. German. Robin has activated his lieutenant and moved them inside the objective and up onto the top floor. So you're going to shoot the US Airborne that are just down here, aren't you?
So the SMG's within 6.
Yep.
So it's +1 but -1 because of the cover.
Yeah, because
so
we're
hitting on 3s.
Majority of the squad are in cover.
So 1 hit, 4s to wound.
No wounds.
And then the rifle, that's 1 hit. And it
Oh.
was 1 wound. Can I get to choose?
No, I
So
get
just
to
1
choose.
dies.
Once again, Robin is pulling this orders shenanigans out the bag and has decided to give the dice to his Panzer, which he's now issued a fire command on. So where are you shooting?
I'm shooting this squad. The maximum I can get is 3.
Okay.
So it's going to be, he's stood still, so 3s, because they're out in the open.
Yeah, great.
So that's all hit. And that is 1 wound, but it is a 6. No, so you get to choose.
Excellent news. And then machine gun, because you haven't actually moved.
No line of fire.
Ah, lone on fire. The arc of fire means you can't shoot them. Robin's turn to pick then. Here we go. What's he going to get? What's he going to get? American dice. Probably is the only one left as well. Lieutenant Dan was the only one to activate. I've brought him round the front. I'm going to shoot this 1 remaining German in the face. So 3s to hit. 1 hit, 1 miss. 4s. He's wounded. He is out of here. There's only one dice left in the bag. It is my pick.
What could it be?
Oh, look, it's a German dice, shockingly enough.
going
Yeah, the Hanomag is left to give an order to. So Robin now needs to pass morale. -2. Nope. So the Hanomag is again out of action. Really good turn for the Americans, managing to clear out the Germans from one of the farmhouse buildings.
Germans had a whiffer.
Yeah, the Germans did have a bit of a whiffer, didn't they, Rob? I want the US Airborne over. I want those 2 guys dead. I literally want just tanks left. That would be perfect for me because then I could just pin them out of the game. Let's see what happens. Robin's turn to pick then. Let's see what we get here. It's an American dice.
Brilliant.
So I've issued an advanced onto my Airborne down here. I want to get them up into this building, but they are -3 because there is a pin on them. And they've lost their NCO. And I can just about make out that Panzer, which is really annoying. Because that was equal to, it is a pass, so they have moved up their 6 inches looking at clearing out this building. SMGs. I've moved, so it's -1, so 4s. I'm shooting a small target, which is 5s. And they're in hard cover. 7s. So I need 6s followed by 6s.
But you're within half range.
Well, I'm within half range, so it's just 6s. Thank you, Robin. 6s. No 6s. Shockingly enough. Then the BAR. Now I don't get the -1, so this is 5s. 2 hits. Can I wound them? No, not with 2 2s. I can't.
Good.
My turn to pick. It is a German dice. Over to you. So Robin has activated Panzer.
The Panzer. He has pivoted. He has moved his 9. He is within 6 inches of Lieutenant Dan.
And apparently can see through the doorway to Lieutenant Dan.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
Knock knock.
Knock knock.
So I'm going to just machine gun him to death. Hitting on 3s. It would be 4s because of the move, but I'm within 6, so 3s. Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it's 4s because he's a small target.
Yep. And cover. Oh yeah.
He's not in cover.
No, he's not in cover, is he? We'll go with that.
He's dead twice.
He's most definitely dead. Blah, Lieutenant Dan. No, not Lieutenant Dan.
That's what you get.
That's what you get, is it? Robin's turn to pick them. What are you going for, Rob? Do it so you can't see. American dice. I've advanced my US Airborne. I'm going to shoot the Panzer. I want to try and get 1 pin marker on this. So let's shoot. So we have 1 rifle in there.
You've got a pin marker on you.
Oh, I do have a pin marker on me. Thank you. So I tell you what then.
-1.
Yeah, minus.
The NCO.
Yeah.
-2. So -3 on this order. Fail.
Failed. It's my turn to pick. Now there's only 3 dice left in the bag. So shockingly enough,
Oh, it's mine.
it's German.
Surprise.
And surprisingly enough, the next one will be as well.
Yeah.
And the one
So-
after that as well.
Right.
Where are you going, Rob?
Let's just do the orders on this.
Hanomag.
He's passed.
He's past it. So we're going to advance the Hanomag, yeah?
Yep.
So you're going to go 9 inches and then shoot me, aren't you?
Yes, I'm going to pivot.
Yep.
And pivot, move forward, pivot.
Yep.
Because that's what you can do with a track.
It is half track, so you can pivot twice.
Yeah. And I'm going to do blast on you.
Thought you might. You're going to get 2 guys.
Yeah.
Realistically.
2 guys. So check on my within 6.
Nope.
Take measure. I'm pretty sure I'd be a 6. Yep.
Yeah, you are within 6. But I'm behind hard cover because you are shooting over a wall. Yeah.
This guy. Right, so you're in the open, I'm within 6, I'm hitting you on 3s.
You are. 1 hit, 1 miss. Can he wound me? No, he cannot.
Another pin marker on you though.
Yep, you have put another pin marker on me. So Robin has picked a grey dice out of the bag, shockingly enough, and you're going to activate the lone German down here, aren't you? So
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
He's going to advance.
You're going to advance, okay.
Yeah, he's
So
going to move and shoot you.
pass the morale then.
Easy.
Not
There you go. -1.
Yeah, -1. He is okay to
Nailed
go.
it.
And he takes the pin marker off him as well, so he's all good. The very brave lone German then, within 18 inches, so he can get his shots off.
But he's moved and the range.
Yeah.
So it's -2, so 5s. Oh, he's
Gets it a hit.
He's going to snipe one of these.
No,
not.
no, he's not. He does, however, put another pin marker onto my units. They're now up to 3. Oh dear.
is
You've got
technically
2 tanks.
5.
You've got 2 tanks.
5. And also, it is now my turn to pick a dice out of the bag. And surprisingly enough, it's the last dice, and it is a German dice. So where are you going?
I'm going to fire.
The lieutenant
Yeah.
at the airborne squad underneath, aren't you?
Yeah. Pass.
Yes, well done. Lose your pin marker. We've had a quick look at this to see if they're in cover or not. And because the lieutenant and the guy are literally looking down at them, these guys are out in the open. So I know it's if the squad is behind something, which we kind of are behind the wall, but we're not behind the wall enough to really obscure your view.
Yes.
So we're counting them as in the open because that would make sense.
Yeah, we don't know if this is if this is
comment,
right or not.
Comment below if we're wrong on this, but I think we're right. And from a cinematic point of view, it makes sense.
Yeah. So do the SMG first of all, and he'll be hitting on 2s. Yep. It's a double hit. And 4s. So 1 and
I get to pick.
you get to pick. So
Okay.
1 dead.
And then the other guy.
Rifle. That's 2 hits. And that's 2 more dead. So
that'll be the squad wiped. Only one squad of US Airborne now left alive. They've got to try, with their pin markers on them as well, trying to get, and no NCO, and inside of a Tiger tank or a Panzer tank, try and get into that building and do some kind of damage, because at the moment Robin is winning just 1-0 because he's holding that objective. So I need to get my US Airborne into that damn building that's got a Panzer tank and a Hanomag right by the side of it, which is really helpful. Really, really helpful. But anyway, let's move over to turn 5. Turn 5, Robin's turn to pick. Where's he going to go? Please pick me that last only green dice. Oh, it's a German dice. Surprisingly enough, Robin has activated fire on the Panzer tank. He's trying to kill off the remaining squad. So, the cannon first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get 3 under the template, so I'm hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. 4s. Oh my god! They're taking another pin marker.
They do take another pin marker. So that's quite nasty. So I'm up to 4 pins.
Machine guns. Oh, look at that. Come on, just kill something.
1 dead.
1 dead.
Well done. It's my turn to pick then, Robin. Come on. Yes! With the amount of pin markers and no NCO and the Tiger tank that's there and all the other shenanigans that's going on, I need 3 or less on these dice.
You'll do it.
Are we ready? Robin's saying I'm going to do it.
Because you've been doing it all game.
Oh! Boo here. So
Go down.
that becomes a down.
Whatever.
There it is. And yeah, and it's your turn to pick, and there's just grey dice in the back. So would you like to pick out a grey dice?
That guy's going to shoot.
You're going to try and finish them off with the lone German down here. Now Robin has changed his mind. What he's done is he's put the fire order onto the Hanomag. So his plan, Robin's plan is to kill off as many of these guys as he can. So there's 1 guy left.
Yeah.
And then this lone little Grenadier is going to come across here and kill off all the American that are in the area on his own.
Like a hero.
Like a hero, not the word I'd use. Okay, so let's see then. Cannon.
Oh, it's failed. That Hanomag has been useless.
That's a good point. That's a foul for the order, isn't it? So yeah, well done. Well done, you. Next, it's my pick. I'm going to pick a grey dice.
Okay, so I'm going to pick these guys.
So you're going to go with your lieutenants. Okay, go on then.
And I think they've got to... Well, actually, they can't do anything.
No, they're out of
Not
range. So where are you going to go? Are you just going to put down on them or ambush? Put an ambush.
Yeah,
let's put an ambush next to them. Go on. And now it's your pick, and you're going to pick. Oh look, a grey dice.
Advance.
And you're going to put an advance onto him.
Actually, he's just going to stay still and shoot.
Really? You don't.
Got a move.
You are -1. Yeah.
If I stay there, the range is my. Oh, I'm going to move.
You're going to move. Oh, okay, that was the most pointless conversation ever. So the lone German then is going to shoot. Assault weapon. So.
In on 4s.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good.
1 hit, 1 miss. No wounds.
Another pin though.
It is another pin. Oh my god. Oh dear. This is not looking good. Not looking good for this American unit at all. And with that, that is the end of the game. That is a good crushing victory there for the Germans. The Americans definitely have been pushed back. The Germans are still in control of this crossroads, this vital supply line in Normandy. But yes, that was a great game. Let's head over to the post-game review. Hi guys, welcome to the post-game review. That was a really good fun game. So Robin, what was your experience of your first/second game of Bolt Action?
German gunners. Not so good.
I think the Panzer tank was really quite good in that, and
It was good as like a debuff thing for the Panzer Fear rule.
now that's what I was going to say. Shooting wise,
Yeah,
meh.
he was good at putting pin markers on stuff, but
Well, yeah, but
just not very good at removing for some reason.
But the -1 for fear for morale is really scary,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pin
that's
markers are important in Bolt Action, as you saw with your Hanomag.
Yeah, I got really unlucky with that as well. That
Yeah,
was
you did actually.
That was the scared little crew in there that didn't want to do anything just in case they got shot. Yeah, but no, it was good fun. I really wanted my little hero squad that popped the Sherman.
You were so close.
And then running back, I just wanted them to finish off that squad, but nobody could finish that squad.
No,
Nobody.
the US Airborne, they were quite tough, weren't they, towards the end? They were, even with the amount of pin markers on them,
They were out in the open.
and they even rallied. They even rallied while out in the open and got rid of 6 pin markers. And then if we'd had another turn, you'd have probably whiffed all your shots again.
Yeah, probably. I was so desperate to actually move my lieutenant off the objective so I could then remove some of the pin marker thingies, or well, not remove the pin marker, but at least get the buff that he gives you.
But it's like my other US Airborne squad that was up the top end of the battlefield, just outside the,
Yeah, to be
outside
fair,
the little village. I had 2 turns where they did nothing because they kept failing their morale.
3, wasn't it?
Might have even been 3 to be quite honest. Only last couple of turns they were starting to come in,
and then they got killed.
and towards the village, and then got killed. Yeah, we don't want to talk about it. There's a lot of Purple Hearts going out
Yeah.
to the American troops.
I don't think they even deserved it.
Oh wow, that's controversial.
No,
But
they
yeah,
didn't. They did nothing.
Bolt Action is a really great fun game, and it makes a nice change from the game systems that we normally play. And it's great fun to get these battles out. And I love the look of this kind of rural setting battlefield that we have. I want to do a full town battlefield at some point, but obviously that takes quite a lot of scenery, that takes quite a lot of time to paint up and all that kind of stuff. So what we've got so far is what is out on the table. There is another farmhouse that I need to build and add, and there's some more walls and some barbed wire, so we'll definitely be adding to the scenery. We also have
quite a lot of troops.
Yeah, so we have a box set of US Airborne.
Yeah, and some Waffen.
And some Waffen SS, don't we, to paint up. So Bolt Action will definitely be growing on this channel, and it is a game that I personally love. I think it's a brilliant game. And I love the mechanics of it. I love the drawing of the dice. I like the fact that it doesn't mean that it's you move everything, I move everything. It can happen, and it definitely happened in the warm-up game that we had, where all the dice that were coming out were grey dice or green dice. Okay, they're all right. Okay, I was going to brush over that, but okay, that's fine. They were all green dice, which is brilliant because that means I get to shoot you and put pin markers down. So when you are taking your dice out, you then got that -1 to activate. So it's really, really good. Brilliant game, and I hope you guys out there enjoyed it. Any comments, any feedback would be appreciated.
Yeah, we think we're playing it right.
The thing is,
it's a new game.
It is a new gaming system, and obviously in our brains we have a certain other gaming system, and sometimes somebody will go, "Isn't it this?" No, that's the wrong game, Rob. That's the wrong game.
No, that's shoot that. It's character.
Yeah. Do I get a command point reroll? No.
I could have done with some command point rerolls in that game.
You really could have. But yeah, Bolt Action is a brilliant game. I love the mechanics of it. I love the way that it plays. The one thing about Bolt Action is I love the fact that everything kind of acts the same. So a medium tank is a medium tank across the board. It doesn't really matter what its name is. It's just depending on the weapon that it's got, and then all weapons kind of act the same. We think. So if it's a medium machine gun, it acts the same as another medium machine gun. It's just its name's going to be slightly different. It's just finding those finer rules, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is just literally just finding those finer rules that we've struggled with, and we've had to rely on a friend of ours today for a couple of those strange little quirks that pop up in a game, and we've had to message him going, what the hell are we doing here, because he plays a lot more Bolt Action than what we do. So massive thank you.
Cheers, Marlowe.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Matthew Marlowe, for helping us out with the rules. But yes, great game. I hope you guys out there really enjoyed it. Please leave us a like. It does really help the channel. Comment. What else should we add? What else? Now,
Yeah,
what else?
should we add?
What,
I don't know.
what else should we add to the Germans in the American forces? So we've got more Airborne, we've got more Waffen SS. What do we do after that? Medic? I think a medic would probably be quite good.
I don't even know what medic does.
I'm hoping he revives people because boy did I need that today. Yes, leave a comment. What should we add? Any rules that we got slightly wrong that
Probably.
that we are or interpreted wrong? I probably will say because some of the rules are open to interpretation as they always are in these gaming systems. But yes, please leave us a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, we will see you on the next one.